So the worst possible thing just happened at the end of the latest My Happy Marriage episode. It's almost as if things were going too smoothly, so they had to crank it up a few notches. Moments prior to this Full Metal Alchemist looking evil bastard, I mean, the glass is just... Jesus, man, the dude just speaks generic evil in the best possible way. Like, I like the design, just screw him. I don't know if I truly believe, there's like some weird shenanigans going on, because I think it's more so he's just very upset that he didn't get to marry Mio's mother and, in return is trying to take back what he sees as his. But they could throw a surprise curveball and the mom cheated on the who we thought was her bio dad. Either way, it doesn't look like she's getting a great father figure, outside of the marriage arrangement, that is. But prior to that jump scare, 3 of Kyoka's fellow soldiers get blown up. They get trapped in a building, it looks like some form of gas gets released, and it seems like a big explosion. At least that's what the circle surrounding their feet implied to me. And as they get off the train, and we're supposed to be parting ways, nice little peaceful moment, he grabs her and says, "Get close to me," insert jump scare. I'm not totally sure if this whole area is gonna explode, but bad shit's about to happen. And it could be We've already had kidnapping plots once in the first season when, the mom and the sister were doing shitty shit. I'm not ready for new daddy to come in. We're good with the marriage family that we got going on. Hell, I'll even take Kyoka's mother at this point, but this dude can stay away. But if we're looking at the progression of season 2, I truly think it's only gotten better. This was hands down the best of the 3 episodes, and a lot of interesting turn of events. Of course, if you want to support my work and see my full thoughts to these episodes, I do have a Patreon where we got those full live reactions if you're so interested. I really appreciate everyone smashing the like, commenting last week. There's going to be a couple of shows this season that I'm going to beg for likes more than usual, just because this is if I don't do it, it gets underviewed. So I just hope you understand. So please like, comment, share, do all that stuff so we can keep these videos going. I really do appreciate you. Here's the thing about me. I love being a hater. It brings me joy to be irrationally hating something, mainly just because it gets comments going. I said last week, and I actually defended the mother in a way, in terms of pointing out the fact that she truly loves her husband, and you saw, how disappointed she was. But, that bitch needed to be struck down for trying to strike our girl. The thing is I truly love the development of what we got here. I really do. And if anything, it's kind of nice that we might end up with a mother figure for Mio who will actually support her in growing past, a scared, timid shell. She literally tells Kyoka and Mio that, next time she comes over, make sure she's not so timid. That, someone being a part of our household, progression is kind of like throwing your kid into the deep end, If they're actually going to start drowning, we have Kyoka who can pull her up, but, I like that. It doesn't excuse her previous actions, but it's legitimately good character development. However, I will be a diehard hater till the day I die just because it brings me great joy. But the thing that was unexpected is this, without exaggeration, she might be in a top 3 tsunderes of all time. The level of "I hate you, Baka, but I'm still gonna praise you." If she was in a rom-com, like a straight up Toradora style rom-com, there would have been no topping that tsundere. The way... I forget the exact thing. She approaches Mio after Mio proves herself, saves her life, proves that she has talent and that talent's worth it in the family. She's like, "You're ugly, I hate you, I hate..." She basically laid out the Kendrick Lamar lyrics. She hated the way that bitch walked and talked. But here's a present for you. It's basically junk. That was the greatest scene in this show to date. The way she started off by "you're ugly bitch," that's basically the energy she gave off, only for the older maid to be like, "Hey, this is actually a gift." At the end of the day, I think it was very clear why she was the way she was after the 2nd episode, but it still pissed you off. It made you like, how dare you hurt our precious cinnamon roll? And it was interesting because I saw, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but I saw a decent amount of people upset or conflicted on Mio putting on the servant outfit and doing what she was told. And it's a twofold thing of why I disagree with that, I guess, complaint or concern. The first of which is it clearly wasn't the wrong thing to do. Because given the fact that she took back what was supposed to be abuse, and by doing it and showing no signs of this makes me feel lesser, it took away the power that the mother was trying to do, which was to make her feel pathetic. She was fine doing it. And it showed her that she was a bigger person than that. Number two, even if she hadn't suffered abuse, which she had, and she was just a normal person in that situation, the idea that, like, going against in that moment, it really would have benefited her nothing. Had she lashed out or anything, it would have just proved from the mom's point of view, and it would have justified the mom being worse to her. In return, her doing the way she did which is what allowed her to attempt using her abilities in order to save this man, which put her life in danger. And not only that, it made her respect her. Whether or not the way we got to this destination is the most humbling or not, at the end of the day, it's what was most effective. And I think had she been snippier, as much as I would have been in that moment, or you or I might have been, at the end of the day, Mio succeeding in swaying the mother's opinion is because of the way she acted. And it's no different than how she acted with Kyoka when she first met him. And I think what's really interesting is if you look at how quickly both mother and son flipped on Mio. Now, he flipped a little quicker, but given the fact that mother-in-law and husband-to-be both resented her as soon as they met her initially. Now, for him, he's had so many arranged marriages, he thinks the people are just there to steal names and money and power, all this stuff. He can't trust these women, especially given, look at who his mother was. But the idea of how she infiltrated both of their hearts in different ways, and how quickly they switched around. Now, she's a tsundere. She's acting like, I don't really like you, Baka, but you can come around as long as you have a little confidence, Baka. And for him, being like, I can't live without you, insert kiss here, it's romantic. It's actually insanely well done character development, and that's why I love this show, man. Like, it's so good at both handling drama, characters that make you want to just punch their lights out, but also develop them. And I think both a character like Kyoka, or even his mother, very easy to mess up and just make toxically evil, like, honestly, Mio's family. But Mio's family served a purpose, and I don't think we need to continuously do that time and time again. So it's nice that they're not relying on the same type of drama, even if at face value it gave us that feeling at the start. The development was fantastic. The ending is frightening. I assume we get out of this one okay, but there's innocence in the background, and that's honestly what has me most concerned right now. 10 out of 10 episode, easily my favorite out of season 2, and personally I would argue one of my personal favorite My Happy Marriage episodes, period. You let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. As today we got John Mabu, Anne, Tade Goldwait, One Piece Man, Nicholas Wilhelm, Francis Mandra, R Squirrel, and we also have Neko Chibi. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You'll have a good one.